Hi, I'm Brian. I'm one of the instructors at the Computer Workshop, and I'd like to welcome you to the final installment of our IFS video series. And here we are going to nest the search inside of the isNum, and that in turn will be nested inside of the IFS formula. And this is going to allow us to write one formula to calculate something very simply without having to create multiple formulas, add additional columns to extract pieces of information that we need to search for. So this is a very neat way to get a lot of work done. And when we see it all come together, you will see that it is really rather simple. Now, I am going to search for the state from the location cells to determine which tax rate to apply to the subtotal. So with that in mind, I'm going to start in cell H2 with an equal, and I'm going to start with the ifs. And this will allow us to check for up to 127 different conditions and have appropriate responses. So I'm going to type in my ifs. I'm going to use the tab key to enter that function. And now we are going to create the logical test 1. And this will be comprised of the isNum. So I'm going to put in the isNumber, I should say. I like to always try and make things as quick as possible, but it is isNumber, not isNum. So now I'm going to use this to check to see if something is true or false. In order to determine whether or not this is going to give me the true or false based on the cell containing or the information containing a numeric value, we're going to use the search function as the value of our isNumber. So I'm going to start by putting in the search function. And I do want you to notice that the parentheses are color coded here. Now, the first thing we need to do is determine what we're searching for. And since we're looking for text, I'm going to have to wrap that inside of quotations. I'm going to use the common delimiter here of the dash that separates the country from the state to make sure that I don't accidentally end up getting a letter associated to someplace outside of where I expect it. So there is what I am searching for, comma. I'm now going to go ahead and say what I'm searching in, and this will be cell D2. Now I'm going to close that parenthesis, and that is going to wrap up the search function. So this is going to give me the numeric value that the isNumber is searching for. Now, the isNumber just requires that search to run. The isNumber in turn is going to return a true or false. Now, if all that happens, I'm going to go ahead and throw in my comma, because now I'm going to do the value if true. And that will be the value in cell G2 plus open parenthesis, the value in cell G2 multiplied by the value in cell K2. Now, since I'm going to be running this the whole length of this column, I always want to refer to cell K2, so I'm going to use my F4 key to convert my relative address of K2 into the absolute address of K2. And I'm going to close that parenthesis. So this is a little bit of a algebraic formula here. I have to calculate what's G2 multiplied by the tax rate in order to get a value that I'm going to add to my subtotal to give me my total with taxes. So this whole thing is the first logical test 1 and value if true 1 pair of the ifs. Now I'm going to kind of cheat here. I'm going to throw in my comma to go to the second combination, but I'm simply going to go ahead and highlight the entire isNum search set of information here. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it after my comma here. So this is my second pair where I'm going to change my NY to PA, and I no longer am going to be referring to the value in cell K2. Sorry, I need to change that to the value held in cell K3. I'm going to come on the other side of my parenthesis. I'm going to enter in my new comma, and I'm going to paste that same sequence in again. And I'm going to change my NY to OH, and I'm going to change my K2 to K4. At this point, I'm done writing my ifs formula because I'm only checking for these three conditions, and I'm going to want to close that parenthesis again, making sure that I in fact no longer have any colored closing parentheses, that I have a black closing parenthesis, because that always indicates that I have completed all the arguments for the original function formula that we started with. So here is the entire formula to calculate our tax and total for the subtotal for each of our sales. Now I'm going to run my Control Enter, and you'll see that I'm going to get that value, and I'm simply going to go ahead and double click the autofill and let this run down, and now we know how much the grand total is of all of our purchases after we have factored in the taxes for each state appropriately. I hope that you have enjoyed this series of videos. If you have, please subscribe to our channel. We do put out new videos every week, and you never know what's going to come up next. So until then, until next time, take care for now.